Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine. It's trash day. Yeah. It's pretty early, too. And my eyes are really messed up today. For some of you people who don't know, just, wondering what the fuck's going on with me, my eyes are very bad. I just got a message from a guy who asked me, about using a Sharkbite, and that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about this morning. Yesterday, I went and did a leak under a slab on a very old house out on Siesta Key. The fill, when you read these prints, it says right on the blueprint, which is, basically when you submit that blueprint to the county, everything that is printed on that is what you're telling the county you are going to do. And you get the print and it says 4 inches of concrete on clean compacted fill, dirt, and you get out there and it's fucking shell and rocks and just you need a fucking jackhammer to fucking dig a ditch in it sometimes. So this house I went to yesterday, they had a leak under the slab. He's already fixed 3 other leaks. This one particular pipe, if you watch the video, you'd see that it was hard copper, solder joints under the slab, laying all on top of it, no insulation, no weight, pipes, when they expand and contract, they move. And over time, and this wasn't what happened there, but, I was always taught, you don't want copper pipes rubbing against each other, but these things will run, literally, you couldn't put a piece of paper between the 2 pipes. It was almost like they bonded to each other. So it was a very tight area in a small hole. And I didn't want to get my jackhammer off and turn off the truck and turn it into a big fucking job. So I fixed it. I got there. The guy's water's been off and on for fucking 4 days, waiting for me to get there. And I got there and I fixed it, man. I have the piece of copper out on my truck. It's got 2 pinhole leaks in it that were leaking pretty bad. You could hear it. What happens is that the sand and shit around that pipe you'll end up with a void from the water, and it actually echoes and it's loud. At night you can hear it. The easiest way to know if you have a leak in a house is put your ear on a faucet. Put your ear up against the handle on a shower valve and you can hear it running. So anyways, I went there, and usually I use on a copper line, I use a brass dresser coupling to repair them under the slab. And I tell the people, especially in this case where he's had so many leaks, I say, dude, your copper pipes have cancer. They've already bitten you 3-4 times. I'm not there to rehabilitate a dying plumbing system. I'm there to get their fucking water back on, and that's what I did. I used Sharkbites. They're rated for under the slab. Yes, you're supposed to tape it with this special tape, siliconized tape from Sharkbite. I know all about that. There was no way I could put tape on those fittings because of the way the pipes were, the dirt. That's just a terrible idea, to have. I mean, it's great if I watched a Sharkbite video yesterday while I was on the job. I watched it. What you need to do, and the guy's standing out in the middle of a field with one pipe laying in the ground, and he picks it up to 4 feet and he wraps it with the tape, and then he puts it back in the ground. Well, that's not fucking reality. I'm dealing with a pipe underground, buried in fucking rubble, basically. So my suggestion to SharkBite is they need to come up with an aerosol. They need to come up with a can of that siliconized shit that will seal around it. Maybe, you know, it sounds funny, but maybe that fucking, the guy who, you know, I don't even know the name of the shit. I've never bought it, but it's that rubberized fucking coating that you can spray on it, as long as it doesn't damage, you know, CPVC. I mean, I could have made that repair in copper, but I would have had to use more fittings, SharkBite fittings. They're not cheap, and I don't like to use them, man. I use them when I have to, where it's easier, it's a quick way to transition to a different piping system, PEX, copper. They all have the same outside diameter, and you can use a SharkBite. And I will just tell you that repair was a lot easier using a fucking SharkBite. It's as simple as that, man. I've soldered fucking lines, you know, 50-year-old lines that are all crusted up. You know, you can't get in there and, you know, you put a torch down in a hole. It's hard to keep that flame burning the way it should burn. Get it nice and hot, making sure the copper is perfectly clean. There's nothing worse than soldering a fucking fitting on, and you're making a swing joint or whatever, and now you got water fucking trapped in there, and you got a goddamn leak. That means you go back to the starting line to cut it all back out and do it all over again. So for the naysayers and the mudslingers, I did what I did, man, and I'm going to continue to use SharkBites. They're an approved fitting. They work fucking great. They work like magic. You push it on and the shit don't leak. Come on. The fuck, man. You're not a real plumber. You're a fucking handyman. Okay, whatever, pal. I've been doing this shit for 40 years. So my suggestion to SharkBite is come up with your own fucking, what's the name of that shit? The something seal. The fuck is it called? Johnny really struggles. I think I have like onset of dementia, which wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Dude, I fucking chowed yesterday. I'm reading some of these comments. Oh, Flex Seal. Flex Seal is the shit I'm talking about. Something along that line, where when you're in a situation like I got into yesterday, just fucking spray the living shit out of it. But I'm telling you, man, that fucking repair I did on that house is going to outlive every other fucking piece of copper in that house, man. That CPVC will be just fine for the next fucking 50 years, especially because nobody's going to go in there and try to move it, you know? It does get brittle, but Jesus Christ, I put thousands of houses in the ground with CPVC pipe under them, under the slab. It's Florida, guys. This is what we do here. I don't give a fuck how you do it in fucking North Dakota or wherever the fuck you're from. We never use that. That shit's outlawed in my state. Whatever. Try it. You might fucking like it. That's all I'm saying. I like CPVC. That's my go-to, man. And I was not a fucking fan early on. I was a copper guy. But having to get a torch out and deal with all that shit, burning people's fucking... it's dangerous. Burn a fucking house down trying that fix shit with the torch, you know? Fucking 12 hours later, the customer calls and says, hey, you know, my fucking house is burning down now. Well, I didn't do anything. Everything was good when I left. SharkBite's a fucking a good product, man. And unfortunately, there's, misinformation and lies get spread throughout the fucking internet, and people have their attitudes, and that's fine. All I'm telling you is I've been using them for fucking years, and if I had one or two fittings that leaked, because I know how to put them on, guys. If they're leaking, it's because you didn't put the goddamn thing on right. It's as simple as that. You didn't do the necessary steps to ensure that thing... O-ring seals, man, are fucking like a real science, man. And they work. And it just kills me because the same thing, an O-ring seal is in every termination of the water lines in a house. Every cartridge, which is the end of the fucking road for that piping system, has a goddamn O-ring on it. Mowing cartridge, everything. Everything has a fucking O-ring, man. O-rings work. That's what fucking ProPress is. But they went back to the Stone Age, and they're like, let's just, we can make a fucking $150 tool and charge them $4,000 for it, and it's bright and shiny, and the fittings, the fucking, you compare a half-inch 90, Sharkbite 90 to a fucking ProPress half-inch 90, it's twice the size, man. And you can't get the goddamn thing in a lot of places. Try using that ProPress fucking under a slab. Oh, so you gotta go get your jackhammer off and make the fucking hole big as hell so you can get in there. I'm not into ProPress, man. Just like you guys are not into fucking Sharkbites, man. I don't overuse them. I don't use them on everything. I use them when it's a good option, man. And listen, that guy was happy when I fucking got his house back up and running. And he's selling the house, and most likely, looking at the age of the house and where it is and what's happening in Sarasota, and I don't need to justify why I use the SharkBite. I use them because they work. But I'm going to tell you, that fucking whole house is not long for this earth, man. It's on Siesta Key. They buy little fucking, houses that were built in the 50s, these little cracker-style houses. They tear them down and they put fucking mansions on them, mega mansions. They build up. So, I'm confident, in that wrap, putting that siliconized wrap around that, that just ensures that it's going to last 25 years. They're gonna honor their warranty for 25 years on that fitting, and just wasn't feasible to put the tape on that fucking thing. There's no room down there to be swinging a big ass fucking roll of tape. One that you have to pull the backing off and play with it and all this fucking bullshit. I say just hit it with some goddamn Flex Seal and bury it. Hide it before somebody sees it, They'll never fucking know. And what I do is, on a leak like that under the slab, I tell the people, I say, listen, man, you got a bad piece of pipe here, so don't go crazy putting 6 inches of fucking concrete in this hole, man. Get a bag of clean sand, dump it in there, and fucking put 2 inches. It's not a high traffic area. Put some thin set in there, fucking 2 inches thick, so if the damn thing leaks again, it's gonna be easy to fix, man. Just pop it out, smack the fucking shit with a hammer, and you're back down in the problem again. I charged him $200 fucking for that, man. I was there for 45 minutes. I could have got all my shit out and sat there sweating and trying to solder, water in the fucking line, crusty old fucking pipes. I ain't doing it. I did it the way I did it because my experience and shows me that I can do that. I got it and it's fixed. And then I left and I gave myself a reward. I mean, I got $150 worth of tips. Some guy put a comment, Johnny must have got his fucking insurance money for, because he bought a vacuum and a fucking good meal today. No, Johnny works his fucking ass off, guys. I didn't make any insurance claim on my house because of this hurricane. The fuck, I live in Florida, man. My insurance would have fucking tripled if I asked him for $500 fucking back. I treated myself because I got a $100 tip from my Airbnb guest. She was very sweet and nice, and she was generous. She gave me a $100 tip, man. And the guy the day before on the tankless water heater not only let me walk away with this tankless water heater, which has been it's still sitting here, man. It's still sitting on my desk. I look at it. A couple guys, Tanner West, he's great, man. Tanner's got my back, Jack. He's got a lot of experience. Yeah, Tanner's got a lot of, and he shares his information. He shares his knowledge on here all the time. It's great. And he's got my back. He jumps up and goes after some of these fucking mudslingers. But Tanner, I got it, man. Don't worry about me, bro. I mean, I appreciate it, but they don't fucking bother me. You know why? Because this thing right here, this motherfucker right here, I'm a master plumber. I'm a master plumber. Let me see when the fuck I got my license. What year was that? 1996. Wow. April. Wow. Johnny Sunshine. Master plumber. That was a great fucking day, man. And one guy said it on here. I learned a lot of little quips and sayings. One guy said there's a lot of ways to get to 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. 8 plus 2. 7 plus 3. 5 plus 5. And you can get there a lot of different ways. So there's a lot of ways. And the moral of that is that there's a lot of ways to do the same thing. Get the fucking water to stop leaking. Stop the bleeding and move the fuck on. So yesterday I went, man, and I had a fucking feast. I went to the lobster pot, and man, I had a nice conversation with a couple women in there. They were just gabby, and I was gonna tell them because the place was empty, man. I had the fucking whole place to myself, and I saw these two women out in front. They're there to actually try to buy a house on Siesta Key, looking for like a wreck, trying to get a good deal on something, and which is great, vulture capitalists, swoop down in there, and it's not really for some people, getting them out from under that thing, like the guy that I worked for, man, he's just over it. He's done with the weather, and unfortunately, guys, newsflash, it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, man. I was thinking the other day, what's it gonna be like on the day where they say there's no more oil? There's no more oil. We used it all up. Yeah. They'll say it's a fucking hoax. It's a hoax. No, it took billions upon billions and billions and billions of years to produce that oil in the bowels of our fucking planet. And we are burning, I don't even know what the fucking number is, man. 1 trillion barrels a day. I don't know. We're just burning through it, man. I feel bad for the generations to come because of our fucking just lust for things, man, and not thinking about the future. But anyways, back to SharkBites. I've got a nice assortment. Like today, I have to go put a Comfort Series research system in, and I'm gonna use threaded 3/4 inch. It's on the out, obviously the pump goes on the hot side of the water heater up at the top. I'm going to use 3/4 male by SharkBite fittings. I'm just going to push the fucking thing together, and if it needs to be replaced, I'll be able to get it off, man. But I don't have an issue with SharkBites, man. I mean, every fucking thing in the house has even the elements in that in the water heater have a fucking rubber gasket, to make the seal. Come on, guys. Snap the fuck out of it. Hating SharkBites ain't gonna make your pecker grow anymore. You know what I'm saying, guys? Live with it. My eyes are killing me, man. Yesterday was a good day. I got a new guest. I don't know how long she's here for, man. Let me check. Oh, I can't. It's in there. It's on that phone. Got some ideas on making my Airbnb. I put a video up yesterday about my Airbnb and what it takes to flip it. When somebody leaves and then you go in there. But next time I need to clean that, somebody else is doing it, because I can make way more money in the time that it takes me to clean that. Yesterday I could have put a fucking Comfort Series, research system in. I could have done a garbage disposal. Could have done a leak on a shower. I've got a lot of jobs that are stacked up, so it's in my best benefit to pay somebody, 2 girls, to come in, and she's familiar with, she's a professional. She runs a fucking cleaning company. She'll put the linen, she'll do everything. She knows. She worked before she started her own cleaning business, she worked at a major hotel, on the cleaning. Those women that come by with their little thing and they jazz up when she leaves my house, man, my fucking toilet paper's got a bow on it, man. I mean, come on. Fucking A. I'm like, how do you get it off, man? Should I save it or just throw it in the trash? But she's sweet as hell. I love her, and she's got big boobs, man. And she just likes me, man. And she's always got, my mom used to say, you have rosy cheeks. And her cheeks are always flush, rosy, because she works, man. She's a Mexican. Anyways, I gotta get a little more coffee in me. So this new guest that's at my house, she's from Worcester. And there's nothing funnier than listening to somebody who's not from Massachusetts try to say Worcester. Worcestershire? It's not Worcestershire. It's Worcester. Worcester, Mass. So when I was a kid, my best friend, his older brother, was in like a fucking, I don't know what the story was there, why he was there, but he was in an all boys, I think he was in jail, to be honest with you, man, in Worcester. We used to go up there and visit his fucking weird ass, but, yeah, Bruthy. Anyways, I don't know what his story was, but he was locked up early on in his life. He was at a fucking, I think there was place in Rhode Island, Ocean Tides, you know. When you're an adolescent and you're in trouble, they send you over there. It's not like jail, but it's, you know, it's basically jail. They try to get you back on the right path. Johnny never did anything like that. I didn't. I was doing all right. So I gotta snap out of it. Gotta go make a deposit. Gotta go put a garbage disposal in first thing this morning. And it's funny because a guy called me up, and it was his wife's name that showed up on my phone, which kind of rang a bell. And I worked for this guy 1 or 2 times over the last, I don't know, 7, 8 years. And I was able to pinpoint him. I said, "Are you the guy who's a teacher?" And he said, "Yep." I said, "I got a good memory, man. I can tell. I know my fucking customers, man." So I'm gonna go hook this guy up. He's got an issue with a shower valve, which I know that whole community has mowing in it. He's probably got a bad mowing cartridge. Again, it'll be an opportunity for me to use my cartridge puller and show you guys how this thing works. It really does work good. I haven't used it. It's tough to break old habits, you know. I build these things and then they sit. I mean, I do use my plunger all the time, and Tanner West, he went back and he researched the how I built the first plunger, and that's where I fucked up on this one, guys. There's going to be a revision. I'll show it to you. What you need on the bottom. So on the plunger, I put a 2-inch male adapter, and I'm going to show you this. So on the bottom of the plunger, I did that. I put a male adapter, and then I pushed so I can do other things with it. Well, I got to get back to just doing kitchen sinks and shower drains with this. I never plunge a fucking toilet. I never plunge a toilet. I go right for my closet auger. So anyways, instead of the male adapter on the bottom, which you guys can just cut it off if you glued it. I told you not to glue any of them because you're always going to be pushing down on that. So just pop it off, and what you need is a 3x2 reducing coupling with a short piece of pipe, just enough so you can get, you know, maybe cut a 3-inch piece of pipe basically and stick it in there. So this is basic. I mean, it's a little shock wad, but that's what it is. You take it, and then in here, in that reducing coupling, you got to put a 3x2 bushing. So a 3-2 bushing, 3-2 reducing coupling, and a piece of pipe, 3 inches long, 2 inches long, 2.5 inches long, just enough to get that gasket up on there so that you can zip tie the gasket around there where that straight line is. You put a zip tie on that, but that worked like money. And I added a couple of I added another O-ring on Sunday, and I can tell that it works better. But it was definitely a little funky. I was thinking a little more clearly when I built that first one. If I were working on WD-40, it'd be WD-1, Jack, because on that fucking and that actually is a WD, a water displacement tool. My plunger. Give them a shot, man. Make some of this shit. It's cheap and it's fun, you know. See if it works. I gotta go take a shit, man. The fucking steamers are heading for the back door. So it's been busy, man, this January. Siesta Key was very busy yesterday. I saw a lot of people meandering around. It's great that they're still coming. My Airbnb is doing very, very well. I'm a super host. I just got an email the other day that I'm still a super host. I haven't ever, since I opened it up again. Everybody who's come here has given me a 5-star rating. I don't know if we really deserve that, but they just like me, and they think this guy needs a little help. I mean, look at his fucking hair in his head, fucking butterbean. Just throw him a 5-star. What the fuck? Don't hurt nobody. Oh shit, I gotta charge this. Fuck. So I gotta get scooting, guys. I gotta take a shower, shave, get cleaned up. I went in the spa last night. Unfortunately, I'm out of fucking, oh Jesus Christ, man. These glasses, I just wore them the fuck out, man. Look at this. My fucking things with my ear, that sit on my nose, they flop up. Watch. I'm here. Good morning, ma'am. I'm here to do a service call for you. These are my Think Better glasses. They put a little pressure right there between my eyes and eyebrows. And I don't know, I just think better with this. So anyways, today I'm going to get to use my 11-in-1 screwdriver on a garbage disposal. We'll see how that works out. I'm down to one tool and a pair of fucking channies, man. Yeah. I'd like to make a nicer tool for tightening that clamp at the top. I'd like a screwdriver. There's something stronger with an offset, a 90-degree up at the top, where you can get your fucking hands out of there so that your knuckles aren't getting cut up. Must have a million scars on my fucking hands. If you looked at my hands under a fucking black light and my arms up to my elbows, fucking a million scars, man. Just a million. You come out every day, you come home fucking bleeding as a plumber, man. It's just the way it is, Jackson. Some guy made a comment, why the fuck were you wearing gloves changing that, fixing that leak under the slab when you don't wear them when you're fucking working on shit? Well, I put those gloves on because I know that the fucking DDT they were using to kill bugs back in the 50s that they sprayed under that slab will kill me quicker than somebody's turd. That's why I had the gloves on, guys. Because of the chemicals that are in that fucking dirt that you don't see, and they're forever chemicals. They'll be there forever. That's a long time. So that's why I had the gloves on. Let me blow my nose. Son of a bitch. Motherfucker. What's this? Clean wood. I gotta get some more blades, man. Some metal. I was thinking, why the fuck do you need a metal blade? I mean, why do you need a drywall blade for your oscillating tool? I think if you buy the metal blade, you can cut metal, and cutting drywall ought to be pretty fucking easy for that blade. So why buy all these different, this one's for wood, but if, really, if you can cut metal with this one, you could probably cut wood with that one. I'm just saying. So I want to show you something. This is a great little vise. I told you the other day I don't have many vices. I do have this one, and it's nice. It's got a spot for pipe right here. Very convenient. I just screw it onto my truck. And I don't need a fucking big ass vise that weighs 60 fucking pounds for the shit that I work on, man. It's as simple as that. And then I had another tool I wanted to show you. This is the problem of buying stuff on the internet. I wanted a little jack to hold up garbage disposals. And I bought this because, you know, I was like, wow, that looks fucking good, man. But look at how big I mean, Jesus Christ. I'd be better off putting my pecker under the fucking thing. It ain't gonna do nothing. You know, the images appear larger or closer in the rear view mirror or side view. Yeah, this thing ain't worth nothing. Maybe I could put my coffee on it. Keep it a little closer to my face. It's a coffee stand. That one didn't work out. Johnny's got a lot of stuff here, man, that just doesn't work out, and my eyes are really killing me. I'm out of my eye juice, the stuff I normally use. I've been using all kinds of different shit. Which doesn't make for. Look at these guys. My fucking binoculars. My Bushnells. I was a bird watcher. I'm a bird watcher. That whole thing, I'd go out to the bird fucking sanctuary out there, the Audubon Society, with my fucking binoculars, a couple of pairs, and my camera with a real long lens, looking like I'm somebody. And I enjoy photography. I'll do that when I fucking retire. I'll spend when I was sick, guys, I gotta tell you, the first 3 or 4 years, man, when I had to concentrate on my health, man, I did a lot of good shit that was good for my soul, good for my health. I had lots of plants around here. My girlfriend, she brought a lot of joy and beauty to this place, and we watered the plants, man. I talked to them. I don't know if she did, but I just said, hello, Bob. How are you this morning? Oh, Nancy. Yeah. Anyways, I've gotten away from that, man. I haven't gone out bird watching. It's pretty cool down here, man, when all these birds come from all over the fucking world to you know, be warm in Florida over the winter. It's pretty cool, man. And I do have a great camera. Look at that son of a bitch. Look at this, guys. Look at the motherfucking lenses Johnny's got, man. This is a badass camera, man. This is a fucking Canon, Jackson. Yeah, it's 40D. And I put this fucking thing on here, man, and BAM! Johnny's looking up the nostril of a fucking eagle from a mile away. Yeah. Anyways, I gotta get to work, guys. It's been fun this morning. Kind of weird. But yeah, look into some spray for the Sharkbites. Give me some thoughts and feedback. Something that's not gonna fucking destroy CPVC. It's gotta be compatible with that. Maybe Flex Seal is the ticket. You know, it's better than fucking nothing, is what I would think. That's a deal breaker for me with the Sharkbites underground, having to tape every fucking joint. There ain't no time savings in that. The fucking pain in the ass. If you're out, I just don't get that. So, have a good day.